Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Hi, so for today, very late to the party, I know. Don't blame me, I do my best, but sometimes it's hard to keep up with the trends. Also, I thought I had to do the other one before this, but basically, here I am for you today with the do I have that other book tag. Now, I thought I had to do the do I have that book tag before this one, but also that one is very old. So I was just like, let me just do this one, get on with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got my handy dandy laptop over here with all the questions. So let's get right into it. For the first one, what do we have? The first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like. This one is very easy. If anyone watched my readathon, my last readathon, A Catcher in the Rye. Oh my god, I hated this so much. Up until I read this, I had only heard amazing things about this book. Everyone loved it. Everyone's like, oh, this is so great. And now I just read it and I was like, this is actually horrible. So I don't recommend this to anyone that does not want to lose their will to live. Next question. I'll just keep that here. Next question. A popular book or series that everyone else seemed to hate but you loved. I don't think I have a book for this one, so I just have to go with the one that I have on my shelf that I've heard the most bad things about, which would be Shatter Me. As you know, that is my baby. That is literally, legally my child. I adopted it in 2014. Don't ask any questions. So yeah, but I've heard, especially recently, people unhauling it a lot and saying they just didn't like it. So I'd have to go with that one, even though I know that there are plenty of people that really loved that series. So yeah. Third question. A love triangle where the main character ended up with the person you did not want them to end up with. Warn people for spoilers. Or an OTP that you don't like. Okay, so yeah, I guess spoiler alert. Skip past this question. If you don't want any spoilers on the Red Queen series. But high key, kind of controversial. But I low-key wanted Mare to end up with Maven. Not even gonna lie. Even though I know he's hella toxic and what had to happen, but I low-key wanted them together, you know? Like, that was super important for me. I was like, shit. Like, I knew from the get-go they were not gonna end up together. In the beginning, when he was still like a nice guy, I thought they were gonna end up together, but then obviously they didn't end up together. So, you know, that. But I really, up until the last book, I was like, damn, I do wish she and Maven were together, even though he's like an annoying piece of trash. But I don't know, man. I love his character still. It's like the most toxic OTP I have. So that's that. Same thing, spoiler alert, double spoiler alert for the Shatter Me series. We all know, everyone that read this loved Warner, right? I wanted them in the most toxic way ever. I wanted them to be together. Like, their love, it was like kryptonite, bro. And I still have a few books to read, so who knows? Maybe they end up together, but honestly, would they? As of right now, they're not together. Should they like realistically be together? Probably not. Do I have toxic vanities? Yes, I do, and I'm not afraid of coming out for it. So those. Question number 4. A popular book genre that you hardly reach for. Historical fiction. Very easy. I just don't think it's that interesting. Now, you could kind of technically say that a few of the books that I love and I'm an avid reader of are historical fiction, but I don't think the fact that they are set in the past means that they're historical fiction. You know what I mean? When I say historical fiction, I mean mainly stories like Circe. I wanted to buy it because the cover was so gorgeous, so good, but then I read what it was about and I was like, realistically, am I ever gonna read it? Probably not. So I didn't end up buying it because historical fiction, I don't know why. I love history, but historical fiction, it just doesn't speak to me. Maybe I just need to get into it more. I'd like to say, if you have any historical fiction books that you'd say like, hey, I don't like historical fiction, but this book was amazing, or like starter historical fiction books, let me know, because if I'm missing out on some amazing stuff, I gotta know. Because Circe was highly praised. It was like a very, very popular book amongst booktubers and everyone loved it. So maybe I'm really, really missing out on some amazing stuff. Let me know. Question number 5. A popular or beloved character that you do not like. I have to think about that one for a second. Popular or beloved character that you do not like. Oh, you know what? I don't know if this counts because I never read the book. But in the To All the Boys You Loved Before stories, Noah Centineo, I don't even know his name in the book. What is his name? Peter, right? Peter Kavinsky. Peter Kavinsky, yes. He gives me headaches, bro. I think he's so annoying. And I just want him to not be there. Easy, I just don't want him to be there. I never read the book, so maybe in the books he's not as annoying as in the movies, but he was a pain for me. Like, whenever he's like an eye roll character, you know? Like, you watch it and you're just like, okay, we get it. You're annoying. So, Peter Kavinsky. Then, question number 6. A popular author that you can't seem to get into. Popular author that I can't seem to get. Okay, Sarah J. Maas. Actually, Sarah J. Maas. Have not read any of her books ever. Hello? Hello, Mama. Okay, where was I? Popular author I can't get into. Yeah. Sarah J. Maas. Never read any of her books. Kind of also don't intend to, even though I feel like I'm missing out on this like big part of like booktube culture, right? Like everyone's like, oh, Sarah J. Maas, Court of Thorns and Ruin, blah 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 blah. It's so much. All of her series have like 15,000 installments that are this thick. I don't know. Man, a fellow booktuber, Sarah, over at Novel Serendipity, I'll leave her link down below in the description, but she is currently reading A Court of Thorns and Ruins or something like that. What is it? She's currently reading that series, and she's also saying like it's very good, you should read it. So I do have that series, which is why I'm planning on reading that. We'll see if I like her writing, if I think it's any good, but I'm planning on reading that later, maybe next year. I must, for the booktube culture. For my family, I must. Next question. Question number 7. A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. I am tired of seeing love triangles, okay? I can't pick up any, like, okay, a good love triangle. Like, everyone loves a good love triangle. It's just true. But every book you pick up, in the young adult genre especially, almost every book you pick up has a love triangle. And at some point, I'm just like, okay, we get it. There's a love triangle. But do something different. Especially the ones where it's like a love triangle with one good guy and then one evil guy. It's also always a love triangle with 2 men. It's never a guy that has 2 female love. Like, why is it like this? It is very, very annoying. I'm getting tired of it. I need some fresh stuff. Which is also why I recently read War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi. And there was no romance. And it was so refreshing to read a well-written story that doesn't rely on the love triangle trope to like propel it forward. So thank you for that. Thank the novel gods. Question number 8. A popular series that you have no interest in reading. what is it, the Clockwork Princess or Clockwork Angel or whatever. I think it's also Sarah J Maas is like the one with all the people on the front, and it's like green. I don't see, this is how uninterested I am. I don't even know the name. A Clockwork Angel and a Clockwork Princess and that one. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'll put a picture up here so you can see what it looks like, but no interest at all. But like I said, maybe if I like A Court of Thorns and Ruins, that entire series, hey, who knows, maybe I'll be drawn to read that. In the famous words of Justin Bieber, never say never. Question number 9, and I think this is the last question. The saying goes, the book is always better than the movies, but what movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? Okay, so I can't say that I prefer them necessarily more than the book, because I feel like the two mediums are like respectively good in their own way. They're in their own league. But I feel like there are some stories that are just better off as movies than books. Especially if I see, this is the thing, for example, let's take Game of Thrones, right? I feel like that could be an amazing story, no doubt. It sounds compelling, but when I see that there are 8 or 10 seasons of something, I feel like that is just too long-winded to actually make a great book, right? I've never read Harry Potter, so I can't say that one is better than the other, but the movies, as far as I remember, I was 12 or something, the movies were great. Paper Towns by John Green. I don't even have it on my shelf because I thought the book wasn't that great. The movie wasn't that great either, honestly, but since the book wasn't good and I didn't enjoy it, watching it in a bite-sized format, like a movie, was way more enjoyable for me because it takes less of my time and less of my attention. So yeah, that one basically. Does anyone relate to that though? Like the whole thing of some stories just being better off as movies or TV shows because them as a book would be too long-winded. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hope I'm not alone in this because I feel very strongly about this. I feel like some stories just shouldn't be books. They're just not meant for that medium. So yeah, those are already all the questions. I know I'm late to the party, but I'm always fashionably late. It's in my blood. So I hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. And yeah, I hope your day is amazing. I hope you're having a great evening, morning, afternoon, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves. I feel like I'm missing a question. 9 questions. That's so odd.